Yo, YouTubers! I'm really chuffed. I've just done this. Now I'm really on a high, guys. I've got one more can of that. I can't wait to go through it. But anyway, get on with it. I said I got 3 beers from Home and Bargain today. That I didn't expect to see on the shelf. Lovely. Marzenfest, yeah, it's Marzenfest. Oktoberfest job, innit? You see them blue squares, blue and white squares. Watch out! Oktoberfest is about. We've got a beer festival in November in Birkenhead, in Port Sunlight, and we're on the Wirral. And it's the local Oktoberfest, guys, it really is. It's quite, like, proper cool, like, you know what I mean? I'm going to be there, I don't care how fat I am. But this is, let's all meet up at the Wirral Oktoberfest celebration and let's all get wellied, mate. But there you go, Love Lane, Marzenfest. Marzipan, Marzenfest. Like, I remember doing a review for Love Lane Lager quite a, not sure how many years ago, 2-3 years ago. It was like, what was it? It was a really fine, it was just called Lager. I think it was Love Lane Lager in a bottle. It was bloody spot, like really spot on. One of the nicest lagers I've ever reviewed. And then he did a Baltic one and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But that original one was like hit the spot. It was like a German lager, fantastic. Let's just hope this does the same. Amber lager, Marzen amber lager, 5.6%. See, I'm in a good mood. See what that stuff has done to me. Special release. Marzenfest. Marzen, an amber-coloured beer known for its malty flavour and crisp finish. It was the original beer served at the Munich October Beer Festival, strong with toasty, bready malt flavours and subtle bitterness to balance a special release from Love Lane. Microbrewed in the UK. Malts, lager, light, Munich, Cara Munich. Hops, Magnum, Hallertauer, nose, toasted bread, palate, caramel, biscuit, malt flavors, finish crisp. Ingredients: water, malted barley, hops, yeast. When I see them say that, you know, biscuits and malt, you know that Jacob's cream cracker thing, like, it's one of my most treasured things in a lager. If, you know, if it's got it, like. Ooh. Septemberfest. Oh. Achtung! Achtung! Und der ist und being served. Achtung! Lager! Achtung! Lager! For a lager, that looks beautiful. That looks absolutely beautiful, that colour. Come on, you're spoiling me now, guys. Home and bargain, like £1.19 or £1.70 something, under two. Oh, wait, that looks beautiful. Get out of here. Get out of here. Fish eyes on that. Lager. Oh, it's like a bitter or dark pale ale. Oh my word, what? Oh, man, I'm not kidding you, that's a beautiful colour. Straight away, come on, Love Lane, what are you playing at? It's 19 minutes past 11. 12th of September 2025. I love September because the sun is just going and it's getting cooler and I love it. I don't really like the summer unless I'm out and about and I've, if I had £1,000,000, I'd be like, well, go to this place, go to that place, where, not on social security, not on, what's it called, the universal credit. Go on a holiday to Snowdon. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing, like. Oh man, come on, that is absolutely delicious colour. Straight away, I've got like, if that's a lager, you're kidding me, aren't you? Got that red glow on me, it's red. You red glow on me. It looks brown and gold and beautiful, mate. Hey, come on, I wasn't expecting that. It just reminds you, like, when you're in the pub and like, there's a pub here on the Wirral called the Swinging Arm. It's like a biker's pub, and they always have a really good selection of German beers. And every time I smell a nice lager in a glass, it just goes, I'm in the Swinging Arm, because it's on tap. As well as, like, like Glen Affrick's. I think one of the best lagers I've ever drank is, Glen Affrick's Italian Pilsner. Willpower it's called. I've said it 1,000 times on the channel. If you like a lager, I highly, highly recommend it. Like Willpower, Glen Affrick's. It's fantastic beer, but Italian Pilsner. I found all my labels there. I'm going to show you a label before I dip into this beer. I want to show you a label from a beer reviewed from Aldi a few years ago, and I can't find it anywhere anymore. It was fantastic. I'll show you. Hang on. Don't go away. So, alright, I'm only here. We're only here for the beer. Right, be careful to fall over. Easy. Come on. Hold on, everyone. I won't be long. Wow. Just show up. Where I keep putting away. Ah. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. Oh my word. It's a plastic bag. Should have rustled. Is that like a menacing bang? Like, who are you? For sure. Maybe, like. Hold on. This is. I'll be careful, this whole thing ain't over. Right, yeah. Right, I found it. Look, this is a bag of loads of labels that I actually removed from bottles before I used the bottles for homebrew, you know what I mean? Right, I've got the label here, this beer that was just... Come on. Oh yeah. One of the greatest beers. Who was this one, man? Oh. Bear with me, man. Bear with me. I actually think I've got it. But you know, because they're all similar. Yeah, I think that's it. Right, let's see what this company's called. I'll show you the label. Have you ever seen this one? Don't worry, folks. Das Hell means bright in German. Helle. Das Hell. Well, this beer, mate. What's it say? Das Bier für jeden Tag. Braukunst seit 1878. I picked up an Aldi, guys, and I had a pop top. You know them pop tops like what's on Grosh? Have a good look at that. If any of you can find that beer, please let me know in the comments. Look. It's on my channel, I reviewed it, like, you know, if you want to check it out. And it was in Aldi for Christmas a few years back. Aldi of all places, guys, you know what I mean? And man, it was fantastic. Well, they're the two greatest lagers I've tried. Willpower from Glenafrics, fantastic. And that stuff from Aldi. And then I thought, right, okay, just find a brewery in Germany, and I've got all the bottles from there, like, can't find them. I'm like, what are they playing at? It was Christmas. I reviewed it, it had a pop top, and I cannot find it to save my life ever again, mate. I don't know what the name of the brewery is or whatever, but you know, that's hella. If you can find that beer, it's got to have like a pop top on it, you know, when I say a pop top, like a Grolsch, you know. But I'm sorry I delayed you there, folks. Let's get back on with the beer review. Gorgeous colour, malty. Love Lane, Marzenfest, Marzen Amber Lager, 5.6%. Upeliar. Smooth, caramelly. The biscuit taste takes its time, but it's coming off like, oh yeah. Yeah, look at that. Palette caramel spot on there, like one. Biscuit, malt flavours, exactly as it says on the tin. Caramel, proper, biscuit, and malt. Perfect. Perfect description. Has it got that, what I just got from that other can there, that plate spinner? That like, I can feel it in my bones, I can feel it in my bones. That kind of frequency, you know. Oh, let's have a look on all these labels here, guys. Look at this. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Actually removed the labels from the bottles. Oh man, it was so laborious and slow. Because, you know, one of the finest ever, guys. One of the finest. I recommend this to everyone. I always mention it to everyone I meet. Look at that. 11%. Castile triple. Yeah, you know, I had to remove the labels to use the bottles to recycle them for my own homebrew. You know, this ain't the old one. This is the one that they do now. Like, if I reviewed Carlsberg Special Brews originals when I was like, you know, drinking them things, oh my word! Yeah, look, see, there's another hell. Hell is hell. Means bright in German, you know. And someone I know going, well, I don't know about that. That says hell on the bottle, like, you know, like it means bright, mate. Look at that, man. The first time I tried this one, I was in Molly's Chambers in Birkenhead, and they sell it in bottles. That's a lovely bottle, that way. I actually remember my nephew joined me in there, didn't he? He was there by chance. We were all in the same pub, you know, and I bought him a bottle of this, like, and his friend, like, he was, I was like, try this beer, man. That's a blast from the past there, guys. But this is from the label. I found it in a bottle shop and reviewed it, like. Or did they pick it up from Molly's? I don't know. Looks like the greatest hits in it, man, you know. I'm not, I was going to swear then. I was trying not to swear. Yeah, one of my favourites. You know, one of my favourite labels. I absolutely love this label. Come on. Where are you? Yeah, whole bag of these. I might laminate them all, you know what I mean? Just laminate them like in a poster, you know. Oh my word. Come on, where are you? Like it symbolises German beer perfectly, you know. Oh man. I can't believe how many beers I've reviewed. I just saw it there and I was just like, wow. What a blast from the past. Let's get them all out. From the original beer reviews, you see all these beers I've reviewed are all done on YouTube, you know. These are labels that don't no longer exist anymore. This was a good one. Remember them in Home Bargain? Man, I had so many of them, I couldn't believe it. They were fantastic. Come on. The one label I think symbolises German beer perfectly. Here it is. Hold on. Just put these back. But that's the one, you know. You can find that. Someone please tell me where you buy it. Because Aldi, they really pulled the shifty on me there. I've never seen it ever since. On my word, it was fantastic. But this one, like, you find this, you know, you search my channel, you see me doing a review for the beer, like. Isn't this a beautiful, beautiful label? Says it all, doesn't it? The chick with the big tits bringing the beers. Fantastic. Well, she's got quite modest tits, man. Touche. Bajalvato. Doppelboff. Doppelbord. 7.5%. Look, see in the corner, look. See the little colours there. Isn't that a lovely label? Sure, I used to know it. It should be laminated, all of them, like. Should laminate them like a big poster, shouldn't I? You know? Alright, back to the beer, alright. Sorry about that, guys. I'm getting boring, aren't I? Maybe not, maybe you like it. Oh, that's a lovely lager. It's round, like rounded perfectly. It's fun, it's enticing. It's a gorgeous colour. Absolutely gorgeous. Looks beautiful in the glass. It's malty. It's biscuity. Not too overbearing. Just right. Just nice, smooth. I find it hard to believe it's brewed in Liverpool, to be honest. It's warming me up. Oh, my word. That just beckons you to slip, mate. It just beckons you to slip. Look at that. No, the last beer when I went, look, there's no whiteness, nothing. That's the complete opposite of that. Oh, it looks beautiful. Hey, that's a lager. Oh, it's really nice, that, guys. Man, we're so blessed in this day and age that we can sample such fantastic beers, aren't we, guys? You know, and ladies, if you're into bevies, that's delicious and it's a lovely vibe. I can't believe that. You'd go on a holiday to Germany to do that. My dad worked in Germany once, right, guys? And it was only like a short job he did, like, you know what I mean? He never ever been there before and that, like, you know, he was getting on a bit, like, you know. He'd been all around the world with the Navy and all that kind of stuff when he was younger, like, you know, but he got this job in Germany with someone that was like, you know, and oh man, that's gorgeous, that guys. I thought I'd capture that as well. But anyway, I always remember like phoning him, you know, using my friend's phone because he had a landline and my mum wanted to know stuff. She was worried and all that, like, you know, like, oh, you know, we got this phone number, like, we had to ring them. Or he was going to ring my mate's number, like, my friend's number, like, to, you know, to tell us how things were going and that, like. And I had to get the phone call, you know what I mean, guys, yeah. So I was like down at my friend's house, like, and, alright, dad, everything alright, like, and she goes, yeah, it's flipping marvellous. And all you could hear in the background was like, clink, 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 you know, glasses of beer and that, like, and he must have been, like, really buzzing off the beer in Germany, you know what I mean? Well, man, I'm in Birkenhead on the Wirral. Oh, that's a gorgeous colour, that, guys, for lager, it really is. 10 out of 10 just for the colour. But I always remember hearing the background noise, you know, the noise, the crowd, and the glasses clinking and thinking, like, wish I was there, what's going on there, mate? And he loved it when he come back, like, oh, mate, that's a beautiful colour. It looks like Lucasade, you know what I mean? What's a brew? You never stop learning, do you? But having said that, you know this, the festival in Hume Hall in Port Sunlight. I went there last year, didn't I? And it was brilliant. I was a bit, you know, the noise levels, and you know when you want to talk to people and sit down at a table and talk. It's not like when you go to a nice pub and you can talk. I hate having to shout in you know, if you go into a nightclub, I'd rather be like on my own, or like, you know, you're with a chick or whatever, but you don't do much talking, you just listen to the music, you dance, or as soon as you're in a circumstance where you have to talk to your friends or anyone you know and that, like, and you're like shouting down each other's ears going, yeah, I went to the shops yesterday! So you can't just talk. But don't get me wrong, that's what Oktoberfest is like, yeah, it's like loud. Well, the Hume Hall Festival's the same, isn't it? And I actually met someone I haven't spoke to for years. Actually, it was Paul out of Live Transmission. Bumped into. I didn't even recognise him. You know, he's going, but you don't know who I am. I was like, I don't know. And this is the guy. Like, if anyone's watching this from Liverpool or anything like that, like, this is they're a band in Liverpool. They were called Live Transmission. They were like two artists in Merseyside, you know, in Liverpool. They're both Scousers, you know, and they're both artists. And one of them, they both they're like electro, what's it, electro pop, you know, like synthy, sort of new wavy type music, you know, and they were proper different, you know what I mean, compared to everybody else. But we were all just like punks and like rock bands and all that. Like, they had their own little thing, like, and I always give them a bit of credit, thinking, wow, they were like different, man. But this Paul, he was one of the keyboard players in the band. Like, there was only two of them, like, you know, Macca and Paul. Like, and Paul's quite well known because he wrote a book He's actually wrote a book that you can find out there on eBay and stuff about Eric's, the nightclub Eric's in Liverpool. I don't even know his second name. I just know him as Paul. You know what I mean? But I bumped into him at the World Beer Festival unexpectedly. He's going, "I bet you don't know who I am." Like I didn't. So I was like, because he'd aged a bit and he looked different. But as soon as he said who he was, I got it. Like I was like, "Oh my word, it's Paul from Live Transmission." And we had a good night. We were quite. I only drank about 5, 6 drinks all night because we were talking so much. You know what I mean? That's always a good thing, isn't it? So anyone who's watching any is like, Macca, you better get your ass to the Spear Festival in November. I want you to be there, be there, be there. Get to the Beer Festival, Hugh Wall, Port Sunlight, November, like, let's all have a bash. Let's have a knees up. Let's have a whirl knees up. I am blown away by the colour of this, guys. It looks beautiful. I'm absolutely blown away. I'm jealous as a beer, being on a beer brewer myself. Like, I am absolutely jealous. That looks absolutely fantastic. Lovely. Get out of here, man. But yeah, there's a book about Eric's nightclub, the punk club in Liverpool, which I only went there once, guys. I went there once. It was Brady's when I went there, and I saw a band called Anti-Pasty, punk band. So I was too young, you know what I mean? That's a lie, mate. I was 16 when I went there. That's a lie to get in there, like. And the bouncer stopped me, like, he was like, "You're not 18. It's like, he's like, "Go on, alright." He let me in, right. And, interesting fact. Soon after that gig, after I saw Antipasti in Brady's, which was the original Eric's punk club, which this Paul, that's how you can find him. He wrote the book about Eric's, very concise book, like, which must have took a lot of research, But soon after that, Adamant hit the spot, with his Wild Kings of the Wild Frontier album and all that, like, yeah, right. And did you know that, I've got a poster there, like, what I bought at the Royal Court, the Royal Court Theatre in Liverpool. I saw Adam and the Ants in 1980 at the Royal Court. I'll be honest, guys, when I used to hear them on John Peel and stuff, it wasn't my cup of tea. Even though he was really, original and he had something special going on, like. I didn't get into them until Kings of Wild Frontier, like, you know what I mean? And Dog Eat Dog. Dog Eat Dog got me into them, like, I'll be honest, like. And mad fact, like, is when I saw them at the World Court, they were meant to be playing Brady's that week. They were booked for Brady's or Eric's, as you used to know it. Adam and the Ants were still on the punk level, and they were booked in to Brady's. And because Dog Eat Dog hit the charts, and they just suddenly started booming, what happened to Adam Ant, it just exploded, didn't they, you know what I mean? They had to book it for the World Cup because they knew there was just going to be too many people there, you know what I mean? And I always remember Adam Ant coming on stage, and I've got the ticket, for that somewhere in my stuff, buried somewhere. I've got the poster, you know what I mean? I've actually showed that on camera before, haven't I? I bought the poster there, like. Still got it, like. Poster what I bought there, like. The badges are long gone. But I always remember Adam Ant coming on stage, and We looked at the crowd in the front. I was in the balcony at the back, like, like quite a high seat. Just I was sitting down, like, just thinking, "Whoa, this is cool, man." Having the ants mates, yeah. Um, and he walked on stage and he looked at the people in the front and the little, like, the area, the fucking, right up to the stage. And the first thing he said was, "All the Brady's punks." Because they were meant to play Brady's, but because of Dog Eat Dog, it boomed and they had to do a bigger venue. They just could, they wouldn't have, there'd been too many people in Brady's. Weird one, that, isn't it? Weird fact of life, that, like. Alright. Punk bullshitter Bruce Williams does it again. Oh, man. Like the Dead Kennedys concert, right? Here's a mad one. My memory, I've got Asperger's, me guys. You know what I mean? I remember mad things, like. And when we went to the Dead Kennedys, oh, this beer is fantastic. It's biscuity, it's malty, it's brilliant. It's a beautiful log. 11 out of 10, guys. Right, but anyway, let's get back to it. When the Dead Kennedys played in Liverpool and we saw them, and I put that, little bits of photographs. I actually took photographs in there, you know what I mean? I always remember Jello Biafra coming on stage and he'd done a couple of songs or something. And he's going, "Hello, Liverpool." And it was like, "Rah!" Going mad, like. And I always remembered this, man, because of the, like, Royal Court Theatre, like, Jello Biafra goes, "Never played in an opera house before." Mad one, that, isn't it? Because I think he's Asperger's or something. He's definitely on the spectrum, isn't he, man? He's off his head. Oh, hey, guys. That's a lager to savour. I've got another lager to review, guys, you know what I mean? And I'm like, whoa. Heading for Oktoberfest here, guys, aren't we? Like a meteor from outer space. I am absolutely blown away by the colour of this. It's home and bargain, £1.20 or something like that. I will be floating all the way to the shop tomorrow. If I wake up, floating, that's 11 out of 10 as well. That's for a lager, that's mind blowing, guys. That's beautiful. It's so smooth and round and biscuity. Dear, oh dear. Let's see if we can get the colour. I love lager. I'm a lager lout, you know what I mean? I was a lager lout when I was younger, and we just had what we could get, you get me? Like, there was no such thing as craft lagers and things like that. Oh, that's really good. Just the kind of thing people go to the Oktoberfest just to get, like. People think it's the event. People think it's the gathering and the people and all that. It's not, it's the beer. Never been there, by the way, but I know what these beers are about. Number one on a dog, mate. We want to get to Europe. We want to do a tour, right? Now, I've never been to Germany. I've been through France, been through Belgium, been to Holland. Anyone who watches these video reviews and these beer reviews, if you put in the comment section if you enjoy. I mean, I remember someone in Czechoslovakia getting back to me once going, mate, if you ever came to Czechoslovakia, I would make my way to see you, man. Anyone out there, like? Because I'm thinking of, yeah, surprise gigs, man. Love it to be with a band in a van, like, you know what I mean? But it's like, come on, man, someone working out. Working out, mate. Oh, man, that's a fantastic lager. That's 11 out of 10 for sure, mate. So I'm blown away. Lovely, you've really proper pierced the heart here, mate. Got another one of these, another one of the other. There's no escape. There's no escape. Alright, 11 out of 10 with that one. Thanks for watching. Hope I'm not boring. 42-minute beer reviews. Got one more coming up later. Thanks for watching. Jenna McDonald, news at 10.